okay to acknowledge you also do well. Oh yeah, I got a problem with that. Like low-key, like when I like compliment myself, I can't like fully believe it. Like I only half believe it. Like I know I do okay at certain things, but I can't seem to fully admit that I'm pretty good at it. So yeah, I need to go to therapy for that. I think it's because like when I was very young, I was so young. Like my mom took me to like see her old boss. So we went to like my mom's boss's mansion. It was a mansion, I remember this. It was huge. Her colleague was there too, and her colleague had brought her daughter too. And like there was this piano in one of the rooms, and it was so like the sound of the piano was so good. Like I used to take piano lessons as a kid, so I was pretty good at it. Like I was playing shit like Bach. I'm not gonna lie, chat, like I was really good at piano. I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say like, yeah, but all Asian kids are really good at piano when they first start off because that's the requirement. Chat, like I was really good. I don't know why. I have no idea. Like I was playing shit above levels that were not have been able to be played by like other Asian kids. So just believe me, okay? Just for the sake of the story. But now my piano skills are completely gone, by the way. I don't know how to play anything. There's only one classical song that I know how to play, and I only know that because of muscle memory. All the rest of it I have completely forgotten. So like there was this really nice piano, and the sound was so good. Like the tuning was so good. Like none of it was off tune. I remember it was just so shiny, you know, it was so beautiful. It was like beautiful. I don't know what else to say. So like, you know, of course, all of us being Asian, my mom's colleague's daughter, she also knew how to play piano, and we were about the same age, you know. I was probably like a year older or something. She was a little bit more open. She was very talkative. Like I was the very quiet kid. Like legit, I would just not say anything. I'd just like stare and be like. But this other kid was like, this piano is so pretty, I want to play on it, mommy. And the mom was like, oh, maybe later, not right now. But then, you know, my mom's boss was like, oh, no, please, go ahead and play. You can play on the piano as much as you want. And then, like, the kid goes on the piano and she absolutely sucks. First of all, number one, your fingers are not in the right spot. When you play, like, classical music, there is, like, a format, okay? So you can't just use any finger. Like, they literally teach you which finger is for which note, because that is, like, the most efficient and effective way to play this piece. If any of you guys have ever, like, had, like, piano lessons for specifically classical, or, like, if you took, like, violin or cello, like, you guys know that, like, fingering positioning is very important. This motherfucker, this 7-year-old bitch who thought she was super good, like was playing as if she was like Spider-Man. Like, what are you doing? I looked at my mom looked at me and she's like, don't say anything. Like, bro, come on, dude, you're like Asian. Like, come on, this is not the standard that like, I know it's a very bad stereotype to live up to, but like, you know, you're not living up to it anyways. But this mom was just like, oh yeah, she's been taking lessons and she's really improving. And you know, my mom's boss is like, oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. Like, she's a prodigy. Please. And then I like get this like, you know, because I'm a kid. I'm like 8 years old, okay? I look at my mom and I give her this look, like this pouty face, like, can I go on the piano and show her how it's done? My mom looks at me with the sternest face I've ever. She's like, do not play the piano. I was like, why? Honestly, the fact that I still remember this years later, low-key kind of broke my heart, you know? Like, I really wanted to show off. I know what she means, but like, it was just like, I felt like I was really being kept in a jar. Like, you know, I was being really suppressed. She didn't want me to look like I was like bragging, and she didn't want, of course, her colleague to feel like their kid was inadequate, even though it was true. But you know, it's not like I wanted to play the piano just for that. Like, I also just wanted to like play on the piano for fun too, because their piano was so good. And I just felt like, but my mom was like almost mad at me about it. She looked at me like she was so disappointed in me. She was just like, don't play on the piano. You're not allowed on it. And you know, my boss, not my boss, my mom's boss heard. She's like, oh, she can play on it if she wants to. And she's like, no, she's not really that good. So it would be very like embarrassing for her to play. Like, I know my mom was just saying that to make an excuse because she low-key knew I was like way better. But ouch, oh my god, it like hurt me so bad. I like low-key started crying. I was just like, damn, You really just don't like what is the point of me? It was so frustrating. I was so upset. Like now growing up, I understand why, but I do think maybe like telling the other person that I was like not as good, even though I was a little bit too much. My mom tend to do shit like that so that, like, you know, to keep me humble, but it kind of did. It was kind of like she kind of missed the mark. You know, the humbleness is like in the middle. She just kind of just tore down my confidence. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, like that's great. But you know, it's, you know, I know what her intentions are, so it's fine, I guess. Anyways, I suck at piano now, so if that girl like played for years because her mother was actually like loving, then congratulations, you're good at piano and you have a loving mom. Anyways, fuck that. Yeah, I can do other things. I don't know, I can make up like 5 harmonies on the spot. So fuck you, 70-year-old prodigy.